Hello everybody, welcome back, and I am TheChornick, and today, ladies and gentlemen, we are going to talk about Pokemon Sword and Pokemon Shield, the brand new games that have been announced, the brand new generation. So at the Pokemon Direct event, they recently announced the next generation of Pokemon games, the brand new entry into the franchise, Pokemon Sword and Pokemon Shield, which those names are pretty unique considering in the past we've had either colors, we had Sun and Moon, which was kind of a little different, right? We had like the minerals and all that, but now we actually have like these objects, you know, which is Sword and Shield, which goes right with the region, which is the Galar region, which is based off of England. So obviously we had Kalos, which was based off of France, you know, in Black and White we had, you know, like New York, which was like, you know, based off of America, you know, stuff like that. So but now we're having a region that's based off of England, which is awesome, which is great. We kind of knew this was coming. There was a lot of theories going out about how, you know, they were gonna, you know, England was gonna have a game based off of it just because France did, and a lot of leaks were leading up to this prior to the announcement. So it was kind of expected at some point that, you know, England would eventually get a game, you know, based off of it for Pokemon. But so far, from this trailer, it seems that gyms are back, which is, in my opinion, a good thing. It was nice seeing how Sun and Moon was trying to change things up, and I applaud them for that. I like how they were trying to change things up and make it not like, you know, the exact same game, even though it kind of was. Just a little different, a little extra little challenge here and there, a little, you know, journey through these different trials, which was nice how they changed it up a little bit. But people really liked the gyms, you know, they liked going to the gyms, and they just liked that aspect. They wanted them to go back, and so that's what it looks like, is that Pokemon's going backwards and going back to the gyms, you know, the traditional way of the journeys and stuff. So perhaps when, say, if you're thinking about the anime, you know how Ash might actually go on a journey again instead of just staying in one place. But as for the games, you know, we're actually gonna go through all the gyms 1 through 8 probably again. But something else that really pointed out to me a lot in this trailer was the fact that there was like some sport aspect to this, and I've been talking about a long time about this. Is like, okay, because there's that one person that has a number on their back, right, and they're looking like they're going to play soccer or something. You know, they have like a glove on their right hand, and it's like, wait, if they're implementing some sort of sporty competition, what's this about? Is this like, you know, when they go into gyms, like, is it still like the traditional way, or is this something added on, like, you know how contests were added on in like Emerald and Sapphire and Ruby? Like, is this something extra to do, or is this like the main part, like how like the trials were replacing the gyms? But they even said that gyms were coming back, so maybe it's the same traditional gyms, or maybe there could be some more sportive kind of way to throw out these gyms. But I've been talking about athletics and showing some more like diverse sports in the Pokemon world for quite some time now, and like I gave that idea a long time ago. So this is really interesting to see how he's wearing like a number on his back, and he's going out into like this field to maybe perform, and like maybe you could like do sports with your Pokemon and stuff, which is really nice. And the graphics, guys, okay, let's just jump right into the graphics. Finally they passed PS2 graphics, thank the Lord. But of course they're doing this for Nintendo Switch, so no more 3DS, which means I have to go buy a Nintendo Switch pretty soon, just for this game, because I bought a 3DS for Sun and Moon, just for Sun and Moon. But now, like, now that Galar region, you know, Dagon Sword and Shield is coming, looks like I have to go sell my 3DS, sell my Sun and Moon maybe, just to buy this game. But then, like, I feel like once I buy Sword and Shield, like, the next system's gonna come out, and it's gonna be a different Pokemon game at that point, and it's only gonna come out for that system, not gonna come out for Nintendo Switch, and then I have to sell the Switch again. So I'm just that's what I'm like worried about in the future ahead of time. But that's my own personal like situation going on there. It's just like I have to go out and buy this system now because 3DS is dead. So all you 3DS owners, you're gonna have to go buy a Switch if you do not have a Switch yet, if you do want to play this game. So finally, to tackle is the new Pokemon that were shown, the starters, right? So we have the Grass Monkey, we have a Fire Bunny, and then we have a Water Lizard, okay? First off, my preference, the one I think is my favorite so far, is the Water Lizard. I mean, these are just the first evolutions that were shown so far, the ones that were revealed, but the water lizard looks the coolest to me so far. The fire bunny is kind of stupid looking, okay, in my personal preference, okay, that's my reaction to it. And then the monkey, I'm just kind of like, we already had a grass monkey in the last region, you know, and then we had a fire monkey as a starter back in Sinnoh. So it's like, why are you making another monkey a starter? And it's just, I don't know. I don't like those two so far. So the only unique one in my mind is the water lizard. He also looks pretty cool. He looks like a chameleon, you know, he's like, you know, turning invisible in the water and stuff, which looks really cool. But who knows, maybe I might end up liking the monkey or the bunny based upon their final evolution. But as for the first evolution, they kind of look kind of dumb. There's way too many bunnies so far in Pokemon as it is, so just having a fire bunny is just like, really? Like, you couldn't think of another animal to put there? But whatever, maybe their final evolution is good. You know, back in Sun and Moon, I liked Rowlet the most when I first saw them. But then eventually I ended up choosing Litten because I liked Incineroar as like the final evolution the most. So I ended up going with Litten instead. So I might end up changing my preference on the starters this time around too. But so far, as regards to the first evolution of the starter line, my choice would be the water lizard. Thank you very much. But anyways, post in the comment section below your guys' preference. What is your favorite out of the 3 that have been shown so far? What are your predictions? You know, the gyms are coming back. It looks like there's some sort of sporting aspect, which is something I've wanted for a really, really long time, which is something that I've like given my ideas and like expressed them. And so maybe, you know, like that'd be awesome if like, you know, Pokemon actually saw my video and were like, oh my gosh, like, like this was a great idea. But I'm sure a lot of other people had this in mind already for quite some time. But yes, sporting aspect, thank you. I've been asking for that for quite some time. I even said that the female protagonist in the anime should have like the athletic role, while, you know, Ash is going off and doing the battling with gyms and the traditional stuff, right? So traditional stuff, leave that to Ash, but like for new stuff, leave that to the companions. But for the games, guys, post in the comment section below. Are you excited? Are you hyped? Sword and Shield, which one are you gonna get? The legendaries, what are they gonna be based off? So it's gonna be like a sword legendary and then a shield legendary? You know what I mean? So it's gonna be based off a shield or based off a sword, or because usually the names not only refer to the region perhaps, but refer to like the legendaries involved, and most of the time it had to do with the legendaries involved for the majority of the games. So perhaps Sword and Shield would have to relate in some capacity to the legendaries themselves. So that's another thought to think about. But pretty much that's it for now. That's my initial reaction to this. I'm kind of excited. It looks pretty cool. Based off of England, I mean, pretty hype. I mean, Sword and Shield is like a great freaking name. I love that. And just like the freaking water lizard, dude. He's my favorite so far. We gotta wait until we see the more evolutions. And I have more videos about this, and I'll go into more depth with what we see here. What we saw in the trailer, etc. And more theories about this later on. But anyway, ladies and gentlemen, post in the comment section below all your feelings and hype and favorites in regards to, you know, the starters and stuff, and what your predictions on the legendaries and what they're gonna look like, blah 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 blah. Post all your theories down in the comment section below, and as always, I love your faces. Can't wait to see you guys in the next one, and peace off. Thank you very much.